Alright guys, welcome back again to the channel as usual, back with some stories concerning the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the Super Falcons, and everything that you need to know. So today also happens to be the second day, or the match day 2 of the Super Falcons of Nigeria in the ongoing WFCON competition. The first leg we played 3-0 against Tunisia, and today we are being presented with a chance to extend our points to 6 points and hopefully still remain table toppers of the Group B with our game against Botswana. It's coming up around 8 p.m. tonight, and it's going to be very interesting to see how the Super Falcons get the results from this one. It's also going to be interesting to see how the Botswana side react, you know, coming back from that narrow defeat to Algeria. 1 goal to 0 was actually their first call line of the first leg, and I'm sure this match they are going to want to prove and show to everyone that they also can hold their own and qualify from this difficult group. But as far as the Super Falcons preparation, they've been really, preparing in the last couple of days. They've been training really hard. They've been doing a lot of tactical plans, and Coach Madogo, of course, uh, has been in the center of it. And he's always said it that he wants to improve. He always wants to improve on the aspect that he feels that the girls didn't really perform or didn't really deliver. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come out tonight and show us what they've been up to in the last couple of days in training. But we saw some games go down yesterday in the same competition where we saw the host nation of Morocco blowing away DR Congo. 4 goals to 2 was the final score, and a certain Shislin Shibak scoring a hat trick for the Moroccan side. To show us that yes, they they intend to not only just qualify from the group stage, but they intend to go all out into the final and try to retain the cup to be in their country because they are the host nation. But aside from that match, we also saw Zambia play against Senegal. 3 goals to 2 was the final score. Zambia defeating Senegal in that match. So today there will be other games, as I said, Nigeria, Botswana, and then the likes of Algeria playing against Tunisia, which is also in the same group as Nigeria. Also, ahead of the Nigerian Botswana game tonight, the head coach of the Botswana team, Alex Malete, has come out to give a statement which goes far as to show that they are not afraid of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. In fact, they are relishing their chances of actually uh, coming into the game tonight to try and get the result. According to him, he plans to observe the Super Falcons of Nigeria, the previous videos, maybe watch a couple of videos of our girls, and then see the weak links and the loopholes that they are leaving behind, or they are the places that they are lacking, and then try to exploit those areas to get the result. In his word, he said, we have to be calm and not desperate when we face Nigeria. We have to be able to express ourselves in terms of things that we do well. Look at Nigeria as well and see what they do well and see what they struggle with and do our best to use that to our advantage. So that is what he said. At the end of the day, it's more of what you do on the pitch that wins you, a football match, and less of what you actually say in the media. But let's move on, guys, and let's talk about Victor Osimhen's transfer situation. It's hit the rock bottom. It's in the lowest of lows right now because Napoli have yet again decided to frustrate Victor Osimhen uh, and his move to his preferred club, being Galatasaray. Galatasaray, a few hours ago, agreed that they were going to pay the 75 million release clause um, money for Victor Osimhen, just what Napoli were holding out for. They were saying they won't reduce any penny outside of it. That was the money that they would collect, whether Galatasaray like it or not. And Galatasaray decided, okay, we are going to pay it. Give us the player now. Napoli are still saying no, that they don't want to sell Victor Osimhen to Galatasaray, and it doesn't really make any sense because I mean, if a club matches the release clause, that automatically triggers the deal, and it now obliges or obligates the club to sell their player, and especially if the player wants to go as well. So it has to come from both sides, both club and player should feel good and positive about the move for it to work. And the first step, you know, if you want to sign a player, is to match his release clause, and they've done that now. But Napoli are still insisting that Victor Osimhen will not be sold to Galatasaray. There've been a couple of publications that I've tried to talk about why is Napoli not wanting to sell Victor Osimhen to Galatasaray, and the one that I've seen that makes a little bit of sense is the one that says that Napoli are not happy with the payment plan that Galatasaray are bringing to the table. According to what they are saying, they said Galatasaray want to pay the money across 3 to 5 seasons. So they want to spread the payment of 75 million euros across these different years. And Napoli are not interested in that kind of payment. They want the money to come in bulk and complete. That is the report that I'm seeing right now that is making sense. But at the end of the day, it still doesn't make any sense. If it's just sheer wickedness, if you ask me, because I don't see how, as a club, you don't want to integrate a player into your first team. You chased him out after everything that he did for you, just two less than 2 years ago, winning you the Scudetto trophy that only Maradona was able to do it the last time. Won all the accolade that he won in the Serie A last season, and then the next season you treat him like a piece of trash. Sent him out on loan to play Galatasaray, and just about tarnish his image in every possible way that you could think of. Now he comes back. You agree that okay, you want to sell him at certain amount, which is, to even start with, is a very high price tag that the club is using to frustrate Osimhen from moving to other clubs. And after everything, now the player has seen a club that is interested in him. They've agreed a personal term, and now they've agreed to meet the release clause. But still, you don't want to sell him to the club. That is sheer wickedness, guys. That is sheer wickedness. There's no other way I can think of this. And talking about the payment plan of spreading payment across 3 to 5 seasons, it's not just Galatasaray that want to do it or are doing it. We've seen Chelsea. Chelsea are even, I think, they are the master of this kind of payment plan. Most of these players that they buy, they don't pay them. They don't pay their release clause once. They pay it across different years. That's why when these players come in, they give them contract of 7 years, 8 years. A huge contract across several years. So they also enable Chelsea the the breathing space to be able to pay up their debt. In terms of the release clause. So I don't see any reason why Napoli will be saying they want to collect full money. Is it because Al Hilal are in the picture and they are saying, no, don't sell him to Galatasaray for that kind of plan. We want to give you the full money. We even want to give you 100 million euros. And Osimhen doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. He doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. And he has the right to decide where he wants to go. Players also have rights. It's not just about the club and what they want for the players. But let me know what you think about it. The next coming hours is going to be very, very dramatic as to what's going to happen. Osimhen has now, you know, decided that he's not going to join Galatasaray. He's not going to join Napoli for their forthcoming preseason, which they had invited him previously to come and join the rest of the guys. But now, with the way everything is looking, Osimhen is really angry and he doesn't want to join them for preseason anymore. He has, in fact, according to the report, said that he doesn't even want to play for the club any longer. He doesn't want to be associated with the club. He just wants this thing to end so that he can move on, with his life and career. But let me know what you think about this. Do you think that Napoli are being fair to Victor Osimhen after everything that he has done, for the club?